Tech Intel Pro interview series. We are on the third day at GITEX, and I have Sujoy with me, who is here operating with the entire team. They have been, in GITEX since last 19 years. I would like to hear firsthand from Sujoy how the experience has been. Sujoy, welcome to Tech Intel Pro.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure.
Great. So you lead business development from one of the widest and most dynamic regions.
Right.
That is Middle East, Africa, and Italy.
Right.
How you decode what growth means in such varied markets?
All right. So, this all the markets are for a different perspective, I would say. When we talk about the Middle East market, it is a much grown market, much developed market. When we say about this markets over here, it is something like we talk about already the product being used, adopted, and the evolve with the product. So that is how we see the markets like Middle East. If we talk about the market like Africa, for example, it is a kind of still an emerging market. So where we work on that mindset that we need to go on start with a very basic level, make more partnership, make more explore the region and all. And then when we go over to Italy, it is again a developed market where we go in the European mindset, how to deal with the customers, how to talk to the resellers, the regional partners. So every market, they have a different, I would say, the ball game, different way to handle. But yes, I mean, all this region, the one thing is important that everybody is aware of the market trend and for the ManageEngine offerings, and they handle the situation accordingly. The teams handle the situation accordingly. Yeah.
Great. And when we talk about the services, the offerings, how do you slice and dice it for different regions?
So, the continuation of my initial answer, so every market has a different requirement. So when we handle a market like Middle East or particularly UAE, which I love this market because of the lot of experimentation, a lot of understanding of the latest technology or the latest trend this market has. So we always go with the higher range or the top offering of the product, where we present ManageEngine as a solution, not as a silo product or not as a standalone product. So when you go to Africa, of course, the requirements are very different way. We have the operations management, we have service management, we have cyber security. To each organization, they have the different teams which are particularly looking for one such requirement, and we cater those requirements. So ManageEngine, one good thing about is that we cater across with our 60 plus product. We cater all the segment, we cater all the vertical, all kind of businesses, but it differs region wise and differs the requirement.
Got it. ManageEngine has built its reputation on simplifying IT for complex enterprises. How do you keep simplicity and sophistication in balance when customers demand both speed and depth?
So we are addressing two things, right? Simplicity and the sophistication. So when we talk about the simplicity, is all the enterprise customers, they want this entire product range to be something which is easy to use for them, for their team, of course. So in that way, for example, we work on a unified IT management platform where we try to integrate both service management, operations management, cyber security, our endpoint protection, and the monitoring suite all together as a single console. When we talk about the sophistication, which is more like a long run value, so that's something we start with one entry point, and we try to give a kind of a range of product portfolio from ManageEngine which can work on different departments, different teams, different requirement of an organization. So as a philosophical way, from ManageEngine or our the company, the umbrella company we call Zoho Corporation, we work on those levels that we can handle such situation from a single umbrella point of view.
Got it. When we talk about the Middle East, it is witnessing massive digital acceleration.
Right.
From government tech to fintech and sustainability initiatives. How is ManageEngine fueling the transformation story?
So ideally for ManageEngine, we do the thing is we take the customers and their requirement and their demands or the market trend very seriously. So if you talk about all the 60 plus product today we are offering, it is not something we have come on a single day. So Manage as a brand is 23 years old. and we evolved organically. We started with something very basic, say example service management or operation management. We started adding products. So when we say 60 plus product today, it is not just one product or one day we built it. We built it over the time organically. So on that matter, we also coordinate, or we also work parallelly a very strict way to the local compliances, local requirement, and those things comes, all these things come from the customer point of view. So if the customer wants, okay, or the market wants, okay, this kind of the development which we need in the market, or this kind of, again coming back to your first question, like each market has a different requirement.
Correct.
So a market like UAE, or market like Middle East, where the digital transformation is at high peak, then we have a lot of governance on the side of compliances, on the side of audit purpose. So we embed all these features inside the product to help them on those categories. Also, there's a requirement, like for example, to the product to be cloud ready, right? For example, like we are working today a lot of on-premise, cloud, as well as hybrid models. So those models we capture inside the product. So good to say that even ManageEngine, all the major products are available both on-premise and the cloud to cater this kind of customer. So basically, to summarize this, what I'm trying to say is we handle, or we cater the requirement of the market as per the demand, as per the customer requirement, and customers can have whatever they need. So I would always say ManageEngine manages everything. Yeah.
Nice way to put it across.
Yeah.
AI is changing the course of IT operation from predictive monitoring to automated resolutions. How is ManageEngine embedding AI into its suite?
So the one thing what I would like to focus here, that AI, though we are hearing it for last 4 or 5 years, and it is going forward, yes, we will be hearing more about AI. But this is something we have started long back. So we have our inbuilt, we have our in-house AI lab, or we have a good team over there for ManageEngine, for that matter, for last more than a decade, more than 10 years, which people are working already on those features. Of course, we are enhancing, or we are adding more and more as per the new trend or requirement. But the idea for ManageEngine to have AI features or AI capabilities is not as a separate, but embedded with all the product offering. So that point, we cannot say, okay, this is the product which is more towards the AI offering, or it is a product which has a more AI capability. But you talk about any product in ManageEngine, under ManageEngine umbrella, which have all the AI capabilities which is required for today's date. And we are also continuously working to make it more efficient, or make it more customer oriented kind of requirement. So yeah, I mean, you talk about any product, we have those things. And moreover, we are now coming up with our new AI facilities of Ask Zia, which is also embedded with most of the product. And we are also continuously working to include that in majority of our product, which is a more like a virtual contextual assistance for the platform for the customers. So yeah, AI is very much inside ManageEngine.
Fabulous. When we talk about GITEX, beyond the booth buzz, GITEX is about conversation around future collaborations. So, what kind of discussions are you most looking forward to having with industry peers and customers?
That is the one thing we in ManageEngine love about GITEX. Is it is a platform where we talk, where we discuss so many things with our existing customers, with our prospect, with our partners, resellers, system integrators. No doubt, the discussion is more about the future digital transformation of the region, more about AI, more about cybersecurity, more about the local governance, the compliances, and all this stuff. Good discussions are happening. I'm expecting some more discussion in the upcoming days. But yeah, it is a more about how we are future ready, how ManageEngine is future ready, and what we have, what we are planning for next 2 to 3, 5 years. So we are trying to collaborate with the visions of our customer and the local partners, so that we can go back to our team in ManageEngine and ask them to work more on those requirements, and we can come back strongly.
Fabulous. You have led teams through expansion and change for over 2 decades now. What is the one leadership principle you have always held on to, no matter how the market behaves?
One important thing which always, as a philosophical way we call in Zoho or in ManageEngine, is stay relevant. So we always
Right.
try to be, whatever is happening around the world, we know that if you stay relevant, if you stay, I would say, kind of on a basis of principle of integrity or basis of trust, which we always believe, we are going to stay forever. Last 22 years of ManageEngine or last 29 years of Zoho is a proof of that how we are in the market and loved by the market, not only in the market, but loved by the people, loved by the customers, loved by the partner. So we will continue the same. For us, the relationship, the partnership is most important. We are not trying to remain as a vendor, but a more trusted partner for all the enterprises, and will continue to do so.
Fabulous. Now that you mentioned, ManageEngine operates under the larger Zoho philosophy.
Yeah.
Customers first and product focused.
Right.
How does the DNA influence your strategy in Middle East?
So, customer first, as I mentioned before, that we take the requirement, we take the understanding of the customers as a priority. So all this product, if you see the feature wise, or if you're adding more product, add-ons, plugins, all this been added one after one, mostly on the requirement of the customers. I remember a lot of product teams, product managers saying that, okay, we have added one particular feature because one of the customer, it's not necessary that it has to be big revenue generating customer, but if the requirement is really makes sense or really a good requirement and the customer is demanding for that, our engineering team work on that, right? So we work on that customer requirement very seriously over there. Similarly, now in the Middle East, we talk about the local cloud, we talk about the keeping the data safe, keeping the data in-house. So that is where we are also working for a lot of data centers, which full stack Zoho Corporation data center work for both Zoho and ManageEngine. So we have come up with the data center for example, in Saudi, which is already operational. We are also working to bring data center in UAE, which is almost at the last stage and will be launching very soon.
Nice.
So those things, yeah, we work on the requirement of customer for the regional basis.
Great. So finally, coming to our last question, what's one advice would you share with the CIOs and IT heads striving to make technology truly empowering for their people?
If you ask for the advice, for me, there would be two. One thing is understand the requirement, because it's just not a tick box that, okay, we want this, but every organization or every enterprise particularly, or even SMBs, they have a certain set of requirement which varies from organization to organization. So
Correct.
we need to understand that what is the requirement of that particular organization, where we in ManageEngine actually when we meet, we try to understand that, because each requirement differs. And also to upscale your workforce, because end of the day, they are the people who are going to use the product, who are going to be utilized by your organization, to upscale them, to train them on the modern technology which is coming in the product and all. I think we have to concentrate more on that workforce rather than having strategy is important, no doubt, but along with the strategy, train the workforce is very, very important. So that would be my suggestion or advice, if you would say.
Fabulous. In this entire conversation, my takeaway is going to be one thing where you are so customer centric and how you remain relevant with the technologies. Thank you so much for making time for us and speaking to us, Sujoy. You have a lovely day.
Pleasure.
Bye-bye.